expected topics in your upcoming June 25, which is going to be held on 28th of July, right? Let's discuss the various topics that could be asked in the examination unit wise. Okay, so starting with unit number 1. Unit number 1 is biochemistry. So from biochemistry, expect a question from the pH concept for sure. Either the average or in one way or the other, you might be getting a question from the pH concept. Then from the amino acid properties. Specifically from proline and glycine, you can get a question from here as well. Then from your Ramachandran plot, same concept like this, the glycine and the proline could be asked in relation to the Ramachandran plot as well, or any other diagrammatic question from unit number from this Ramachandran plot. Then the enzyme digestion, regularly questions are getting asked from here. So from the enzyme digestion of the peptides, trypsin, caspase and everything, from there also we can get a question. From your secondary structure of protein, you can get a question. From your alpha helix, beta sheets, any format, a question could be there. Then from your Dixon plot, or if you want to holistically take up your entire enzyme kinetics, any numerical, because in recent years simple numericals are getting asked in, so enzyme kinetics is important. Then you have the concept of protein folding and degradation. That's a part of your enzyme, like this protein digestion itself. So protein digestion, folding, degradation, all these things, that's also very very important. Right. So these are very, very important topics. You might also get a question from the enzyme structure, because in recent years we haven't got a question from there, and it's a very, very um targeted topic. So you might get a question from this enzyme concept of its structure, functionality, either the classes and everything. Okay. So this is about unit number 1. You can keep a note. All these topics can be asked in the examination, remember them. Then if I talk about unit number 2 specifically, so in unit number 2 you'll be getting a question for sure from the chromatin structure, 100% from the chromatin structure, chromatin functionality, which involves your nucleosome concept, which involves the various types like solenoid model or the zigzag model. You will be getting a question from this particular topic. Then from the various transport across the membrane, endocytosis, pinocytosis, exocytosis. So from your transport across membrane, you can get a question. Then you have the next concept of cytoskeleton, very important, very very important. So from cytoskeleton also you can get a question. Cytoskeleton structure, the various components that are there, microfilaments, uh, then we have intermediate filaments, microtubule, structure of microtubule. So the entire cytoskeleton is very very important. I have taken up the revision of all of these in the free sessions also, so you can watch all of that as well if you want to like have a quick revision. I'll like provide you the links either on the YouTube or on the WhatsApp channel, wherever you wish to. Just like contact me personally. You have the WhatsApp number as well, right? So just contact me personally. I can share out all the links with you all. Then cell cycle, very important. Like these are the few cupcake topics from where every year without fail questions get asked in either match the following or your experimental question or direct straightforward facts question. So remember all these things, the transition part, the regulation part of the cell cycle, so very important these things as well. Then you have the cell fusion experiment. Recent years we have not got a question from here, but it's a very important topic altogether, so there are chances that this time you might end up getting a question from here. Then the various organelles, if you want to have a holistic view. So organelles, structure and function, which involves, like over here, your protein sorting. The concept of protein sorting is also taken into consideration, where which particular signal peptide would be utilized to target out the organelle, or how is it going to target out the organelle. All these things are also very important. So from unit number 2, if you have completed all these things, and one more thing, lipid rafts, you might get a part B question from the lipid drafts as well. So make sure that you remember all these things properly. In the recent years, very like these questions are very commonly asked in, and this time also you can easily get such questions. Okay, next, unit number 3. Unit number 3 is your molecular biology. Now, this molecular biology is completely based upon, yeah, like it is the central dogma that we study, right? So, every single thing is important over here. No matter which topic you take up, every single enzyme, the entire central dogma is of utmost importance. Your DNA converting into the RNA, or and the RNA getting translated into the protein. So starting from your DNA, your replication of DNA, structure of nucleic acid, biosynthesis of nucleic acid, the salvage pathway, the de novo pathway, all things are important. Then DNA's transcription into the RNA. So transcription is very important. Then post-transcriptional modifications are important, which include splicing, capping, tailing based upon the types. Then RNA converting into the proteins or translating into the proteins with translation. So all the translation factors that are there, all the transcription factors that are there. So from each of them, the enzymes participating in all the processes, the factors, transcription factors that are participating, the sequence of the enzymes that are participating, because we get questions in that segment as well. The DNA repair mechanisms also get asked in the examination, right? So remember all these things. Mutation cases, if by chance any specific mutation occurs in, so what will be the scenario, how will it occur, how will it um, go in, and how all of these things are participating, right? And also the operon models, right? All the three operons till now, till last year we were getting questions from lag and trip operon only, but now we are getting questions from the ARA operon as well. So remember about the ARA operon also. I'll take up a revision class on YouTube, so make sure that you watch that as well and you come up for the revision of the operons. We'll discuss all the three operons in a single class, right? So for you and also their inhibitors, very important. Every inhibitor is very important. That which inhibitor works, or what is the, like for example, you have specific inhibitors for your topoisomerase 1 and topoisomerase 2, the enzyme that participates or that helps out in removal of the supercoiling. So there was one specific question that was asked specifically from the inhibition of the topoisomerase, and you were given about the entire case study in that question itself. You just had to understand and remember about the change in the linking number of topoisomerase via topoisomerase, and you can mark the answer for that. Okay, it was asked very recently. So uh, unit number 3 is very scoring and very important, right? Then we have unit number 4, which is cellular communication and signaling, right? So it is your cell communication and signaling. So cell communication and signaling is what? In this you have all the signaling pathways, be it your GPCR, be it your RTK pathway, cholera toxin. Then you have um, nitric oxide signaling, all the pathways that are there in different pathways that are there, all the pathways are very important. Then the topic of cancer, utmost important. Molecular biology of the entire cancer part, the genetics part and everything is very important over here. Then you have the cell adhesion molecules, and then you have the cell junctions, specifically your um, plasmodesmata. All these things participates, and you get very good questions from here. Then you have the delta notch pathway. Then the vision pathway is also very important, because questions get asked from the vision pathway as well. So you have to make sure that you remember all these things properly, right? Followed by this, we have the next concept of the various pathogen induced diseases that are therein, right? Pathogen induced diseases that are therein, and their mechanisms, how do they participate, or how do they actually cause the infection in the body. So that's also important, right? From these topics questions get asked in. And also the MHC complex that we have, right? Major histone compatibility complex that we have. So from there also you might get a question about how does the B cell and the T cell participates, and all those things, right? So that's about unit number 4. Then moving forward to unit number 5, which is developmental biology. So developmental biology is what? It is unit 5, where the basics part of potency, differentiation, determination, how does the determination occur, what is differentiation, the types of specification, which includes your autonomous and your conditional specification. So every single segment is important, right? So the basics part that we have. Followed by that, we have the concept of, like, if you want to go in a line by line manner, you have the ABCE model of flower development. We have the concept of Drosophila. Recently, also the Drosophila concept was asked in, specifically of mutation parts, or if there occurs any specific mutation in any of the gene that participates in Drosophila. From there also questions get asked very easily. Last time, uh, in June 2024, there was a question asked where you had a diagram given, pictorial representation given from Drosophila, and you were supposed to find out that at which point or which particular gene is getting mutated, which is showcasing such phenotype. So mutation case question get asked a lot of times. Then you have the next concept of the vulva formation in the C. elegans. Then you have, after the vulva formation, the fertilization in sea urchin, right? Then axis formation in Drosophila. In addition, this cleavage part, there's a concept of the 5 different types of cleavages, or various different types of cleavages that are therein, as a result of the division, or as a result of pattern of division in the individuals. So that is also very important, right? And every year you can expect a question from here. Then there are 5 types of cellular movements: invagination, involution, delamination, and all those things. So that part is also important. Questions do get asked from that segment as well, right? So remember about this thing as well, right? So these are the main and also, yeah, one more thing, the root apical meristem and the shoot apical meristem, that is also important. We get questions. Let's talk about unit number 6. So in unit number 6, that is your plant physiology, your Z scheme, the entire photosynthesis is very important. But if you pinpoint some specific things, your Z scheme is very important. The various inhibitors of the Z scheme, various protein complexes is very important. The photolysis of water, the various elements participating in the photolysis of water, all these things are important, right? Then the light and the dark reaction, obviously the entire light reaction and the dark reaction that we talk about, the C3 C4 CAM pathway, C2, the various mechanisms involved, organelles involved, and everything is important. Then respiration, obviously electron transport chain, the various inhibitors of the various protein complexes that are there, that is also important. Then you have the various hormones, the various plant hormones. In the recent last paper, we got a question from the type of signaling pathway in a specific group. For example, like they asked you about in which of the following do we have the histone two component signaling pathway, so ethylene and cytokinin. So you have to remember about all the things, specifically the biosynthesis part, the signaling part, their functionalities, and their basic structural ability or the basic characteristics that they hold in. And like for example, plant hormone auxin is the one which is having the which is having the functionality of, or which is which showcases apical dominance, right? So you should remember that polar transportation is a part of it. So we have to remember about the various pinpointed things as well. Okay, so that's important. Then from in the recent paper, there was question asked from the phytochromes, the one that participates in the photomorphogenesis. So that's also important, right? So the photomorphogenetic agents that we have in phytochrome, cryptochrome, phototrophin. From the stomatal movement, we got a question. So this time also there are chances that this topic can be repeated again. Secondary metabolites are very important. Recent years, secondary metabolites are getting asked again and again. You can keep a note of the various examples of various secondary metabolites, specifically examples of the terpenes, cyanogen agents, then you have glycosides and all these things, right? So various examples are important over there. Then the transport across the plant from xylem to phloem, sourcing theory. Then you have mass flow hypothesis, Munch hypothesis. All these things are very important, right? Photoperiodism, biological clock, circadian rhythm, and all these things are also very important in the examination. So keep a note of all these things and make sure that you are learning and revising all these things properly, right? So that's about unit number 6. After that, we have unit number 8, that is inheritance biology. Talking about the inheritance biology, very first segment is highlight your pedigree analysis concepts very effectively. Make sure that you're keeping a good practice of pedigree analysis questions. Every year you can get a question from here, right? Then the crosses that we have, then gene interaction. Sometimes, because some gene interaction is not getting repeated a number of times, but still keep a note of the various ratios that are there in the monohybrid cross, dihybrid cross, then epistasis, dominant epistasis, recessive epistasis, and all those things, right? Then population genetics, your Hardy-Wingber law, the Hardy-Wingber principle that we have. So the population genetics is very important. After that, we have the concept of mutation, very very important. I have shared one post on community tab as well on YouTube related to the chemical mutagens that are therein and the bifurcatory. It's a written note, so keep a note of, like you can keep check on it, just scroll through the community post, you'll get this. Every year in last 2 to 3 years, every single attempt we are getting this question, okay? Every single year from that chart only. So you have to remember about that chart, right? You can WhatsApp me, I'll share that chart with you personally also, but if you feel like to get it from YouTube itself, it's on the community tab. Then linkage and mapping, very important. After linkage and mapping, we have the concept of the what do we call it, the numericals of the linkage and crossing, core transformation, then the interrupted mating experiment that we have, then the complementation test numericals that are there. I have taken up a lot of questions on YouTube and in the courses as well about the complementation test, how does it occur, the various experimentations related to it, like all the related part of it, right? So keep a note of that as well. Then you have unit number 9, that is diversity of life forms. So diversity of life forms, from there it is, in recent years we are getting questions from the various types of type, like lectotype, zygotype, packet, syn type, isotype, and all these things. So types of type are very important. Then the taxonomic hierarchy or the taxonomic classifications that we have in, like kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus. So remember that as well. Then you have the phylogenetic trees, cladogenesis and phylogenesis that we study, the relationship, the trees that we have, the characteristics of the trees that we study. So the phylogenetics is very important. Then conservation strategies that are there in to conserve various animals and plants. The plants classification. In recent year, we are getting questions from the plants classification as well, where we get to see the questions related to the plants, like bryophytes, pteridophytes, angiosperms, gymnosperms, their base classification, how does it occur, and all those things. That is also important. There are various characteristics that we have. So keep a note of that part also, right? These are about unit number 9. Unit number 10, ecology. Rules in the ecology are very important. Recently, new rules are getting asked in the examination, so keep a note of that. The population cons- uh, regulation or the population growth that we study, logistic and exponential. So population growth is very very important. The RNK selections that we study about. Then we have the concept of, what do we call it, the top down, the bottom up approach, top down and the bottom up control that we have. Then we have behavioral ecology, the various behaviors that the individual showcases, right? Then Lotka Volterra model. You can get a question from the Lotka Volterra as well. You can get a question from the island biogeography theory, right? After that, the survivorship curve. So you can keep a noted here as well itself. So it is the succession. Sorry, the survivorship theory and the succession. Both the things are there, right? Then community interactions, positive, negative, and the neutral interaction that we study. So community interactions is very important. Keep a note of this as well. Ecosystem, like all other parts, are very common and easy to learn. The various indexes that we have, species diversity, the richness and the evenness that we study. Then the various like numerical part of Simpson's diversity index and all those things. So sometimes you get in a numerical question from there as well. If you have learned all these things till now, it's absolutely fine, very good. If not, I would suggest you to not invest a lot of time right now into new topics, because exam aane wala hai, just 20 days are left, and you have to keep a good balance of revision and recalling right now rather than adding on new topics. Okay. Then unit number 11, evolution. So from evolution, the entire geological time scale is important. Then the molecular evolution part, the molecular clock that we have, natural selection, the various modes of natural selection, directional, stabilizing, all those things. Then altruism, Hamilton's rule. Altruism is very very important. The rules, ecology or evolution, whichever, in whichever unit you want to take it up, you can take, but rules are very important. Island biogeography is also a overlapping topic. Then altruism and the kin selection that we talk about. Speciation is very important. Then time scale we have discussed, natural selection, altruism, speciation, the rules, overlapping topic, island biogeography theory, overlapping, molecular evolution, the neutral. Yeah, also sometimes you get questions from the, that which scientist gave which segment, or which scientist provided which information in the nature. So the neutral theory of evolution and all those things, who gave the theory and what, that is also important. Then last is unit number 12 and 13. Unit number 12, there is nothing called important or less important. All the topics, be it vaccines, fermentation, fed batch or continuous, both the types of fermentation methods. Then uh, transgenics, plants and animals, breeding in the plants and animals, plant tissue culture, animal tissue culture, genomics. There are just 8 bullet pointers right there, 8 or 10 bullet pointers every year from each of the topics. In somewhere, in some format or the other, you get a question. So the entire bullet pointers, all the bullet pointers of unit number 10, 12 are important. Okay, then from unit number 13, if you want to take up some specific things out there, so from unit number 13, you have all the techniques that are there. Okay, and the basic principle plus their application. Basic principle plus the basic application of all of the techniques is important. You can easily solve one, match the following questions from there. I have taken up a class on YouTube and in the courses as well, related to the entire list of the techniques in a in one-on-one manner. So I've curated a PDF for the same as well, right? So if you want to have that, just let me know, I'll share that with you. You can either comment on the video below, or wherever you wish to, or contact me personally. I'll send that particular thing, send that particular PDF. In that you have all the techniques and their basic principles written down. Okay, so, be it your mass spectroscopy, circular dichroism, spectrometry, microscopy, the various molecular markers, what functionality do they have, what basic principles do they have, that's all those things are important. Blotting is very, very important. Then you have gene knockout, gene knock-in concept being important. Sometimes we are getting questions from the statistical methods as well. I'm planning to make a video for that as well very soon, maybe by the end of this week, or within 1 or 2 days you might get that as well. So it's a very, very important unit altogether, right? So I would suggest you keep a note of all these things, and